What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning into Stock Essentials. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be going over AMD stock. Now, I know a lot of you have been holding AMD shares, playing AMD, and overall, for the past year, it's mostly been consolidating within this $80, $90 range. So a lot of you holding AMD have been waiting for this sort of movement with the stock, and after earnings they reported some really good earnings, actually beating expectations. So it's very good to see, and a lot of analysts are increasing their price targets. Morningstar, their fair value for the stock is at $109, AMD sitting just under $100. But we can see really good revenue growth, and they consistently beat earnings quarter after quarter, which is really good to see. So my position, I'm holding a leap call. I bought this back in March, and we're up 45%. It's been pretty bumpy, dropping all the way down to around $600 per contract. So if you bought that during that time, you would have been up maybe 300, 400% from this leap option. But I just held my leap option. I believe in this company, and I do think that it's a solid company, and it's definitely going to overtake Intel in the future. The processors are a lot cheaper, as well as performing a lot better than Intel. But what Intel has is it does have a lot of brand recognition. And as AMD becomes more popular, it's going to overtake Intel in that semiconductor space. So we take a look at the 5-year growth. Very, very solid growth, up 1,500% in the past 5 years. So it's seeing some really good growth, and it's one of my favorite stocks to hold. I have quite a few shares of AMD in my long-term Roth IRA portfolio. And then in my short-term Robinhood portfolio, we're doing this little leap option call. But overall, AMD, very good growth, and they have a very good guidance as well. They're estimating some really good guidance for the next quarter, as well as very high revenue growth, especially when this semiconductor shortage comes to an end. They're going to be supplying a lot of the chips, a lot of the processors for people to build their PCs. If we take a look at the 52-week high, they did hit $99 back in the year, earlier last month, but they did have a sell-off, dropping all the way to $80, and now it almost retested the 52-week highs. So we're just waiting for AMD to break above that $100 price point, and we're going to be seeing AMD as a really good, solid long-term stock. So I do think even at this price point, if you're buying and holding for the long term, this is still a solid company, regardless if it's up 7.5%, especially if you're young, because you have a lot of time on your hands, and this is a really good growth stock. They don't pay out dividends, but this is going to reward you in capital appreciation instead. Now, if you want to play options on AMD are very popular. This stock was one of those popular stocks back in the day to run the wheel on. So if we take a look at the August 20th expiration date, you could sell something like a probably like a $92, $93 cash secured put, but it does require a lot of capital, so it's not as appealing as it was back in a few years ago when it was around $40, $50. That was a prime time to sell AMD cash secured puts. But if you want to play AMD, you want to play the long term. So something like 2022 expiration date, or even a January 2023 expiration date for calls is going to be a very profitable strategy for the long term. Something like a $100 call option for $1,800 expiring in a year and a half. So that's going to give you a lot of time on your hands for the contract to play out, as well as giving time for AMD to see that nice revenue growth that they're predicting, and that can play off pretty big. So buying this call option is going to allow you to leverage 100 shares, and it's going to cost you a fraction of the price, only $1,800 $1, as we can see here. If you just outright bought 100 shares of AMD, it's going to cost you around $10,000, and that is just a lot of capital that a lot of people don't have. So for every increase in the stock price by $1, the value of the contract is going to increase by roughly $58 per dollar increase. So that is what the delta value is. And the theta decay isn't that bad, only 0.01, which means you're going to be only losing about $100, about $1 per day from the theta decay, which isn't really that bad either. So that is how theta is going to work, as well as delta, and that is going to be my recommendation: $100 call option for 2023 if you are pretty bullish on AMD and you expect to see AMD continuing to grow quarter after quarter. We can take a look at the earnings. It's nothing but solid revenue growth, and they're always beating expectations. Analysts are valuing it at just under $110, so it does have some price action to do. A lot of analysts have a buy rating, 58 out of 38 ratings. 58% out of 38 ratings say it's a buy, 34% say it's a hold, and only 7.9% say it's a sell. So people are very bullish on the stock, and I am pretty bullish as well. We're going to be seeing a lot of revenue growth, a lot of stock appreciation from the stock over the long term. Of course, it can be pretty bumpy, like as it was in the year, but overall, the trend is upwards. Take a look at the 5-year graph, 1,500%. This is no laughing matter. Huge revenue growth, and we can continue to see this trend in the future as they build more and more better products, which is going to eventually overtake Intel in the semiconductor space. So that's about it for this video. If it helped you in any way, please leave a like, comment down below what your thoughts are on AMD, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. It helps out a lot. Thanks for watching.